It was a big week after months of fighting for the relatives of victims aboard two Boeing 737 jets that crashed, because they finally got their voices heard in a Fort Worth courtroom.
As our Jack Fink learned, those relatives are not done after this week. They, in fact, have another goal in the court system.
The only voice left of my wife and children.
Families whose loved ones died in the two crashes involving Boeing 737 MAX jets have sharply criticized a deal the U.S. Justice Department struck with the company 2 years ago.
It was kind of like a sweetheart deal, really, for Boeing.
Paul Girogi lost his wife, 3 young children, and mother-in-law. Nadia Milleron lost her daughter.
Well, that's not justice. It's a secret agreement.
Under the deferred prosecution agreement, Boeing would not be indicted, even though it's charged with 1 count of conspiracy to defraud the United States in connection with 2 employees accused of misleading the FAA on how the MAX jet's flight controls operated. On Thursday, Boeing's chief safety officer pleaded not guilty to the conspiracy charge on the company's behalf. Relatives like Nisha Connolly Ryan, who lost her husband, want stiffer penalties against Boeing.
So we want to see real justice, and there has to be prosecutions for manslaughter.
Their attorney is challenging the agreement, which gives immunity to Boeing and its executives at the time.
Those provisions should be rescinded and removed from the agreement because they were executed in violation of law and the victims were never conferred with.
The families say they had no input in this agreement between Boeing and the Justice Department because prosecutors wouldn't recognize them as crime victims. The judge overruled prosecutors last fall and found relatives are crime victims. That led to Thursday's hearing where families testified. But prosecutors said in court filings they still oppose any changes to their agreement with Boeing. In a statement, the company said, quote, "We also are committed to continuing to comply scrupulously with all of our obligations under the agreement." Families aren't giving up.
We have the law on our side and we have truth and justice on our side. And when you have both of those things working for you, you always are hopeful that you're going to get the right result.
In Fort Worth, Jack Fink, CBS 11 News.